excitement, adventure. Boston Blackie. Enemy of those who make him an enemy. Friend of those who have no friends. Yes, sir. That's Boston Blackie, and he's quite a guy. In just a moment, we'll see him in one of his exciting adventures. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, Ruby. Hiya.
I'm wonderful, Mr. Morgan.
Atta girl. Hello, Hugo.
Hello, Mr. Morgan. Sharky, this way, gentlemen.
Black and Eagle.
Well, let's see, the regulars are here.
Yeah, Morgan. Sammy! Sammy, my boy! Sammy, how's your scallopini? The same as yesterday, but not the same, I hope.
Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, what is it, Sammy?
I've got something that'll interest you. Something important.
Well, speak up, Sammy, speak up.
Over nine there.
I've got news for you. Hugo's going to have to get a new waiter.
It's Sammy. He's dead.
And then your friend Inspector Faraday was in on the case. The next thing I knew, I was headed for a San Francisco death cell. Now, I ask you, Blackie, why? Why would I want to bump off a two-bit waiter? Now, why, I ask you?
That's a very difficult question, Morgan. Why don't you ask me something simple like, how many people would like to bump you off? Tell me exactly what happened in the phone booth.
Well, Sammy made me an offer of a hot buy. Perfect engravings of $10 bills for $2 apiece. He even showed me a sample, but I brushed him off.
Brushed him off or bumped him off?
Well, I told him I wasn't interested. I left him calling his second choice.
Yeah, I read that story in the paper.
Well, please, Blackie, now you gotta believe me. Look, I understand you have a nice apartment. Well, you can roll up the rugs. I'll carpet it with banknotes, real banknotes. You can go barefoot and kick the stuff around.
Sorry, Morgan. I always wear my Argyles in the house. Can't take your dough. But certain intangible aspects of this case intrigue me.
Why the hurry-up call? Why does Morgan throw a party he can't go to? Why invite everybody that was here the day of the murder? And why does he invite me?
Just to show there's no bad feelings, I guess. Mr. Morgan's funny that way. Always trying to show...
Now, listen, Hugo. There's something behind this, and I'm going to find out exactly what... I think I found it.
Hello, Hugo. Hiya, Chief.
Hello, Blackie.
Well, if it isn't Boston Blackie. Some more of your shenanigans, eh?
Blackie, why didn't you tell me we had a date with the inspector?
Surprise.
What are you doing here, anyway?
Oh, Morgan's party. Why else? I've got an invitation here someplace.
Where?
My other suit. Whitey's plate. Mary, seat in this booth over here.
Of course you'll join us, Inspector.
Mr. Flack, I presume.
Yeah.
Where's Angle?
He's bringing up a load of lettuce from El Centro.
Loaded lettuce.
Mm-hmm. He'll be back for the party, though.
Good. Hiya, Sharky.
Hiya, Blackie.
Sit down. Later. I never leave Mary alone.
Wait. Good. There's your plate.
Faraday?
Listen, it was you and not Morgan that sent the invites for this phony party. Now talk, Blackie. Why?
Flack got it this time. Same as Sammy. Telephone moves, knife in his back.
Now get this and get it straight. There'll be no sneaking out of here. Understand that? And everybody stay clear of that phone booth. Well, I hope you're satisfied. Now I got another murder on my hands. And all because you had to butt into that Morgan case. I ought to tear you apart limb by limb. And keep away from that booth. Do you hear me, Blackie?
Well, tell it to her.
Here. You heard what I said. What were you doing in there?
Calling my boyfriend. You know how jealous he is, Inspector.
Yeah. Seems to me you were calling him when Sammy was murdered, too. Well, it's very, very interesting. The back door, Blackie.
Watch the others. I'll get him. Now, look, Sharky. You're Morgan's boy. And gruesome as it sounds, I'm sort of Morgan's boy, too. So why try to win your letter at track?
The parole board won't like my being here.
Oh, so that's what's worrying you.
Well, he almost put me back in the can after that first murder. This really makes me a sardine.
Oh, the parole board won't like you running away, Sharky. They won't like it a bit. So why don't you take a walk around the block and think it over?
Plain Sharky, that's all. Send it out as an all-car alert. There isn't a cop in the country that don't know who Sharky is. I knew I couldn't count on you. Grab Sharky and we'll wrap this job up.
These walls seem solid enough.
Yeah.
What's this?
An air vent. What does it look like?
Yeah, but an arm could reach out through there and be in position to knife a man in the back.
The long arm of the law, maybe. It'd have to be. Because there's a pipe outside that goes 20 feet up to the roof. And you can't drop a knife through that metal screen.
Look, Faraday, you don't have to shout. I'm just trying to be helpful, that's all.
Yeah.
Now, there probably was a struggle in here. Maybe a scream.
Well, sounds logical.
So, look, why don't you make like you're being stabbed in the back, and we'll see if the booth is soundproof.
Help!
He's not going to leave us behind this time, Whitey. Let's go.
Somebody's stabbing me! Help! 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 Somebody's stabbing me! Somebody's stabbing me! Help! Help! Hey!
What's the matter? What's the matter, Inspector?
Oh, it's you, Sharky. Where's Blackie?
He's been doing that for miles, Whitey. I guess he means it. But isn't this a lovely day for a drive?
Ain't no free rides, hobo, so bail out. Oh, one-sided stuff, huh?
Right. I'll hardly say a word. But you're going to toss words around like a deb at a cocktail party. What about your partner being murdered?
Black? Murdered?
Talk straight. I saw you when you saw him dead. Why that fast duck out?
There was a cop there, so I left.
For you, that's reason enough. Why was Flack murdered?
You was there, I wasn't. So why ask me?
Point in your favor. But I wasn't there when Sammy was killed.
Witnesses saw Flack and me sitting in the booth when Sammy went to the phone.
That's another point in your favor. Maybe I hitched a ride on the wrong truck.
And I'm glad you're finally seeing the light.
I said maybe.
But if we're going to continue this interesting conversation, maybe I'd better pull over there and get a load of gas.
All right. But don't get out. Remember, free service goes with the hidden gas tax.
What do you have?
Fill her up. About to here.
Where'd he go, Whitey?
Can I check your oil?
Yeah.
Hey, mister, you got a tire wearing thing. You better take care of it before it's too late.
I can always depend on good old Gimpy.
But did you have to bring a guy here?
This one, yes. He was mighty curious about you and me and Flack, who's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, murdered. This guy was there. We'll take him someplace and leave him so it'll look like hit and run. Give me a hand.
What do you want?
Fill her up. We're out for a breeze. You know, no place in particular.
Sorry, we're closed.
Well, Whitey, your bread and butter man is quite a snob. Okay, we'll be snobs too. Stranger. Blackie! What did they do to you, Blackie?
Oh, what happened? Oh, don't tell me, I know.
Don't try to talk, Blackie. Put your head back.
How did I ever get out of that jam?
Faraday saved you.
Faraday? Faraday?
Well, not exactly. It was that gun he gave you for Christmas.
Oh. Well, remind me to thank him.
Exciting, isn't it? We'll continue with Boston Blackie in just a moment.
Black and Angle on the side. Pick it up. And pick up a character called Al Angle. Charge assault. He and an unknown accomplice slug Blackie.
What, Blackie? Did you arrest a guy for that?
I guess so. He's a taxpayer.
Blackie, look.
Yeah.
That's all for now.
Well, hold the phone. And take this. It's an all-car priority. Add counterfeiting to the charge of assault. Engel's accomplice identified. Pick up Floyd Gleason, engraver, counterfeiter deluxe.
Thanks, Blackie. Thanks a lot. But how does this tie in with the murder in the phone booth?
You mean Sammy the waiter in the Morgan case?
No, I mean the one we saw. The Sammy case is all signed, sealed, and Morgan's as good as delivered in the death house.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm still curious. So, come on, Mary. You know, there are too many loose ends in this case to suit me. Come on, Whitey.
Maybe you can arrest a guy for slugging Blackie.
Mary, there has to be something or someone else. Angle and the Gimp weren't around when Flack was murdered. Morgan standing behind an iron-barred alibi.
Leaving Sharky, Hugo, and the cashier with the jealous boyfriend. And that vague thing called party or parties unknown.
Now, Mary, I'd sure like to have a talk with the Gimp.
Want him to apologize?
I wouldn't even mention the conch.
Oh, ashamed of yourself, huh? You won't find the Gimp in there.
Look, right now I'm as interested in how it was done as who did it. 2 men were killed in this booth. 2, Mary. How? How?
You sound just like Faraday.
Speaking of Faraday, and I wish you wouldn't, why don't you call him and see if he's had any luck? I'm going to have a look around.
Okay.
Faraday speaking. Oh, hello, Mary. Where are you? What? Phone booth in Hugo's. Don't take any chances, Mary. Go to another phone and call me right back.
That's all right, Inspector. Blackie would like a report on Engel and the Gimp.
Who does he think he is, the commissioner?
Commissioner Blackie. Blackie the commissioner. Hey, that sounds good, Inspector. To get back to the point, what about Engel and the Gimp? Yeah? But, Inspector, anything as big as that truck shouldn't be hard to find.
Mary, speak to me. Mary! A cycle of 3.
Okay, Blackie, it was your hand. I'll buy that. I know the touch. But how did you do it?
Mary, Faraday was right. This pipe goes all the way to the ceiling. But this slides back, and the iron mesh goes with it. See? Simple?
Blackie, it's so complicated. Why rig up a gag like that just so you can put your hand in and knife a guy in the back? You got murder on your mind. Well, why not use a dark alley? Or take him for a ride?
You got a point there, Mary.
Thank you, officer. I'll check the register and be right out.
All right, Mr. Hugo.
Hey, that's Hugo. Maybe you'll fix me something to eat, huh?
Yeah. Arsenic and old lettuce.
Blackie, what are you talking
Well, I think so. The chop house is his, and this pipe goes with it. Now, you stay here. I'm going to look around.
Hello. But I had to, for the 3 of us. Flack was turning chicken. You think of this fellow Blackie is pretty sharp. Now, you name it, and I'll be there. Outpost Road to Mulholland. I got that. 4.5 miles around the curve to a cutoff to the left. Okay. I'll watch out for the truck. Don't worry, I'll be there. Oh, yes, I did. No!
Collins, come with me. Mary! Hugo, what's happening?
Drive him, Faraday. He's your number 1 man.
How'd you get back here, Blackie?
Be right with you.
Collins, get a hold of him and hold on to him. What's this all about?
Hugo's your murderer. Mary, tell him all about it. And why do you stay here and protect the 3 of them?
Inspector, we'll give him a head start to the alley, Whitey. He'll argue better when he's driving. Now, come on. On your mark. Get set. Let's go, quick. I didn't know he was in such good shape. And to think I got in that membership to the Y.
Take this tool house with us. It'll be good for duck hunting.
As soon as Hugo turns that corner, hunting season officially opens.
Maybe he's smarter than we think. Maybe he won't come.
Flack and I had a pretty good thing until Hugo horned in. You and I could still have a good thing.
Hey, it's that guy you brought into the station.
Well, I'd much rather get him than Hugo.
Assignment closed. This is Faraday reporting that I have brought this case to a successful conclusion. I now have the confessed murderer, Charles Hugo, and his two accomplices, Al Engel and Floyd Gleason, alias the Gimp, safely in custody. The Gimp made phony $10 bills at his gas station, and Flack and Engel delivered them to Hugo, who had charge of passing them on to the public.
Oh, good work, Faraday. But tell me, what happened to your first suspect, Kim Morgan? You know, the man who was on his way to the
I was just coming to that. Tim Morgan has been released and is in no way implicated in the murders or the counterfeiting. You know, Blackie, there's one thing I can't understand.
What's that, Faraday?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Well, what's on your mind, Faraday?
Well, I know that Hugo bumped his waiter off because he got wise to the counterfeiting racket. But that phone booth and that pipe, why rig up an elaborate gadget like that for a murder?
Well, that gadget was the why of the murder.
Yeah?
Yeah, you see, Hugo was a suspicious character. He wanted to know what people were saying about him. So he rigged up his own private little listening post.
You know, like a two-party line, so you can hear what your neighbors are saying.
Oh, I get it. Hugo just happened to have his ear to the hole when Sammy gave the proposition to Morgan.
Right. Well, you sure solved this case, Faraday.
Thank you.
All set, Mary?
Bye, Inspector.
Goodbye.
Come on, Whitey, come on. See you again, Inspector.
Oh, sure. It's a grand feeling to lick a tough case like this. Blackie, there's one thing I don't understand. 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 Blackie, if I ever see you again, I'll break you in half. Well, I guess he's worth it.